Yo, we're coming in silent today. I know that the sound's kind of jacked up, but we're just going to keep it running. Welcome to the Monday Midsole. I'm your co-host, Buckeye City Soul, and we have a great show planned for you. And I'm going to go ahead and kick it off to one of our esteemed colleagues, Mr. Mo.
Aha! What's going on, everybody? They decided to slum for the evening, so they dug me out the trash. I'm on tonight, so we're going to kick it over to the new plug in Instagram because he over there hobnobbing with PJ Tucker, Mr. Molly Mall.
Stop it. I already told you. You told me you got his kicks from you, so cat's out the bag. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Molly Mall. I'm tired, fresh out of All-Star Weekend, but we here. We got a great show ahead of you. So I guess, the show must go on. Before we jump into anything, we do have two contestants here that are going to be playing on our live battle. But I just wanted to address a situation or a recent turn of events, I guess I should say, that most, if not all of us, have seen on Instagram, and that's the fact that Dan One-Legged Lister is no longer going to be on the show. He is taking what seems to be a permanent break from social media, including the show. He has surgery tomorrow, so we wish him the best of luck with the surgery and obviously any other endeavors that he may have. As I mentioned, the show does go on. Marcus has fallen. He can't get up. I don't know where he's at. Somehow or another, he is in the chat at an undisclosed location, probably in the corner of his house, trying to take a picture, if I had to take a guess. That being said, we do have two guests. We have AirJP11 on Instagram. What's going on, man?
Not much, doing good. How's everybody doing tonight?
All right. And we got Bama. Is it Dream?
Bama Dream.
There you go. See, I was nervous about that one. What's going on, man? Welcome to the show.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. So we'll start with JP, man. Why don't you give us like a brief intro to yourself, let the people know where they can find you, all that good stuff.
All right. Well, obviously my Instagram name is AirJP11. My YouTube channel name is the exact same as well. I basically do reviews on sneakers on my channel. Give you guys a little bit of updates of things I've been doing. Like I went to All-Star Weekend, so I do have an update video on that I uploaded last night. I'm from Tennessee, love basketball, so basically that's where my sneakers passion, I guess, got started, was with basketball. I'm into all types of sneakers, Jordan, Nike. It doesn't really matter to me about the brand, but yeah, that's pretty much
Spaldings?
me, I guess. I don't know about Spaldings. I will go with some Ant Ones though.
Hey, I see some Kyrie's over that shoulder though. I see the Kyrie Creams over the shoulder though. I definitely peeped that.
For sure. Yep.
And then, so I guess I missed you Saturday, huh?
Yeah. Actually, I did meet up or hang out with KB Fresh Kicks a little bit.
Right.
And I don't know if you ended up going that night to eat or whatever at Dave & Buster's, but my wife wanted to go do some stuff, do some shopping, so I ended up not getting to go either. But
nobody went to Dave & Buster's because they had a private event. They shut it down.
Oh, okay.
So they went somewhere, I forgot, but I was done.
Yeah.
I slept through the slam dunk contest. I slept through all that. I got up just in time to get ready to go to a party, and that's about it.
Same. I slept through about halfway through the dunk contest. I fell asleep. I was killed. I mean, it was a lot. The whole weekend was a lot of fun. I was just really tired.
Right.
Sound like Marcus age.
Nah, man, listen. Yeah, listen, I slept like 40 minutes, hopped on the plane. It was a 6:30 flight. I touched down to Charlotte and just hit the ground running all day Friday. Ended up, I think I went to bed like 2 a.m.
Man,
on Friday. So I was up 24 plus hours.
Y'all got time to talk about All-Star Weekend. That's one of the topics. Y'all gonna burn the whole topic already. We gotta get
it happened organically. I just, you brought it up.
I feel you.
I Bama, man. What's up, bro? Tell people about yourself.
Bama kind of looked like Carmelo Anthony. Like, wait.
Damn. Wait. I didn't notice, so you said it, and I'm never gonna be able to forget it.
I appreciate that. Damn. I'm Bama Dream, man. I'm from Alabama, obviously. I live in Texas, though. My IG, Bama Dream, same thing with
it's up
YouTube,
in the corner.
Facebook, all that.
It's up in the corner.
It's up there.
Appreciate you.
We starting a sneaker shop, just now getting it off the ground. So I've been running around getting all that shit together.
Nice. Nice. Plug the what's the name of the shop?
Classic Kicks. The IG is Classic Kick Shops, I think.
Oh, that's you. Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
I thought that was fraudulent. My bad. I'll make sure I follow you. My bad, man. You starting up. I saw 3 pics. I was like, who the hell is this? I was like, nah.
It be like that, though. That's how they get you. Western Union.
Right.
All right, my bad. I got you. Name with a face now. We good.
Yes, sir.
Hit me with that gifted.
Yeah, but you gift the shoe and then I'll pay you.
Right. Anyways, so let's talk about what we picked up. Let's get right to what's in the box here. I don't even know why. I'm gonna talk over this thing because the audio on the
audio's working.
No, I know the audio's not working on this part, but like on my soundboard, I think that it's working because I played something up for Marcus and it actually worked, which is perfect. But it is what it is. We make it roll, and then I have to figure this out. It's this weird program. My computer updated right before the show, and now it's doing things that it normally doesn't do. So I have to figure that out. Well, I did restart it, and then it came back and was still doing the same thing. But yeah, we'll get it going. So who wants to show what they got first? Anybody got anything handy y'all want to show?
I'll start.
All right.
I got some.
Bam. That's what I got.
I figured that was coming.
Yeah, I was like, you've been purging.
I'm about to say, I seen your video. I already know the deal.
Yeah, I'm about to say the Great Purge shit.
It's finally actually happening.
It's time to talk turkey.
And it hurts. Yeah, it's time to.
But hey, man, you know what? Like, I'm being rude, man.
We got better things.
We got to get an update on Mo, man. Mo got the app going.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, man. I apologize, bro. Like, go ahead and tell us what's going on. Tell us, where the app's at, and what's going on with that.
Well, I'm sure y'all saw the Great Depression is starting this week.
Hey, I'm excited.
You know what, man? I'm excited. I can't front. Like I've sold 5 pair already. And it ain't hurt as bad as I thought it would. But right now the goal is, I got some developers lined up, ready. Hopefully in the next week or two, to start developing the next phase of the app. So you guys can stop complaining about. I shouldn't say complaining. So you guys can stop scanning your shoes and getting ultra thin condoms popping up and stuff like that. So,
wow.
We can't wear those.
So basically that's what's going on right now. I need 12K. And rather than dip back into the funds again, I figured, I could always come back around and get some kicks. So I'm gonna sell off I'm gonna sell off as much as I can until I get to the 12K, and then I'll shut it down at that point. And then the upgrades will, it'll upgrade it to where the upgrades are going to include a better scanning database, where users can share their collections if they want, and a couple other things. So, everybody's been supportive to this point. I've sent the list out to some people, and yeah, I'm just trying to keep building from there. That's what I originally started my page for, for the app. So,
right.
I just got to keep on rocking with it.
Right, man. I'm excited to see it, you going forward with it, because I know for a while you were kind of like, I don't know, but I'm glad to see you succeed, man, and getting it going.
I'm trying, man. A lot of y'all been in my corner, when I wanted to give up and frustrated, So you guys have talked me off a ledge, that's for sure. So I definitely appreciate that, everybody who's been pushing it. I'm grinding. I'm tired, but I'm grinding.
For sure. And if you selling size 12s, holler at me first. Oh
yeah, Mo and I already had a long talk.
I know. Molly kind of gave me a little minor chastising on the side. I did. I feel bad. I'm sorry, Molly, but
No, it's all good. It'll come around full circle.
Man. All right. So who else? Who wants to show?
I think Bama was kind of chomping at the bit. He got something over there. What you pick up, bro?
Oh man, I got the only thing I got on hand right now is the turbos. So,
all right.
I got the pony hair 6s, pubic hair 6s, whatever you want to call them.
Hey man,
let me see those. You got them right there?
I don't have them, man. They haven't even shipped them yet, man.
Mine haven't either, man.
Mine shipped on Friday. I'll have mine on Wednesday.
Oh wow, they got you early.
Yeah, Jay Baller got his already. They shipped. It shipped Saturday, and he got them. today, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well,
I just want to see what that. I want to see what that snake skin look like.
FedEx around here is horrible.
Same.
You gotta have
FedEx is worst.
Yeah, you gotta have UPS or USPS. Sometimes USPS, it's like, all right, your stuff is on the way, and then it's like 5 o'clock at night, and then nobody shows up, and then it gets pushed to the next day, and it doesn't update. You think your stuff is gone? You got pirated. But you know, you end up getting it. Who else? Anybody else want to?
True grab. Okay, you got something crazy over there?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, not really. I mean,
Okay.
I'll show. I did pick up the adapt BBs. You know, like this thing, I have to get used to it though. Like I had loosened them up when I was at the store, and then I'm walking, and all of a sudden it tightened up, and then people are looking at me like, "What the hell?"
Is your shoes talking?
Like, yo, what's going on with this guy? Whose mans is this? But yeah, man, I like these. You know, we were talking before the show started, and I was like, you know, $367, is it worth it? Maybe not, but you know, it just kind of you get caught up in the fact that you can actually afford these as opposed to, you know, the mags. You can't. I mean, you some people can. Some people got money like that. I don't. Or the was that the Hyper Adapt? And I didn't really. I wasn't a big fan of the look of the Earl, but I know that I wear these at least. So I got these.
I'm gonna give them a run, dude. I ordered them. I'll give them a run. Now I'm like, why didn't I just pre-order them? But I'll give them a shot.
Yeah, and I just pre-ordered them, and I thought that they would take the money out so I wouldn't spend it, but I spent it. But I still had it in there. You know what I'm saying? The way my checking account is set up, I had to move things around. But and then I also got the turbo green joints. I really like these, man. I like these a lot, and I think that I'll get more wear out of these than the you know, these ones down here. But I am looking forward to my off whites, Mo. You know,
they're going out. I just gotta find the box, man.
Right.
I got so many boxes, so
lots of boxes, not a problem.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get them out. I just gotta find the box, man.
All right. You're good for it, Mo. Or not Mo. Ma, what you got, man?
All right, so I picked up the Kyrie Rocket. This was I got these from Social Status
those are nice.
down in Charlotte.
So I didn't even see the upside down. I like that.
The backward swoosh.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I got another pair on the way that I got from Nike. I'm really spoiled. I was like, damn, I gotta pay tax.
Man,
that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Hell, I need to have you. I need to give you my StockX information. Send shit to your house.
Wait, you get? Hey, do you get?
Oh
taxed?
no. I don't get taxed. Never mind.
Okay, I'm about to be like, yo.
Yeah, go ahead, Marlon.
There's only like 8 states that it hit, right?
Yes, yeah. We good.
So I picked up the rookies, which I wore on Saturday. Definitely go a half size up. My feet, my knees, they hate me right now. But,
Man.
Yeah, they fresh. I had to grab these.
I am getting those, but the only pair I could get was a 12, so I'm gonna be in there bonded.
Ooh, nah, it ain't. I had to change socks too because I had a hoop sock on and that was not gonna work.
Oh, I'm about to rock some dress socks. I'm gonna be moving all around in them joints. I mean, if worse comes to worse, then I'll try to trade up. But I want to make sure that I at least had them. Got rid of the money before the wife saw.
And then you guys are talking about these.
Yes, sir.
Social Status sixes. So I did scoop these up.
The
nice.
Baltimore Ravens sixes.
Hey, dope, bro.
Okay. Somebody has had a good time in Charlotte. What's your thoughts on those, man? In hand.
In hand?
Mm-hmm.
They cool.
Are they worth me keeping, or should I trade them towards something else since it was one of those thrill purchases?
You ain't gonna get nothing out of it.
In hand.
Yeah,
when you get them in hand, you decide if you like them enough, and if not, then you get rid of them.
How did you guys feel about that drop? Because there were so many pairs, and it was so I guess, easy to cop that it made me feel that, like it was gonna get canceled. And then they had a restock, and then another restock.
Well, they came out again today.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, today. It's crazy.
Right.
So
but the fact that the shop resold it, I'm okay with that because they dedicated more pairs there,
right?
Considering it's their collab and the All Star was there, so I'm okay if they ration out their pairs. They didn't give everything out day 1, day 2. You know what I mean?
But you think about it though, like most stores that have a collab, they sell out within minutes, and like this one, like this was the cleanest release ever. Like, who was it?
Union.
Was it Union? Like their site was horrible, and actually social status started to get kind of trash at the end, and then I was like, all right, I got my confirmation, I'm good. But it was having them little boxes on there, you know how the Union did, but yeah, man,
verify.
That was probably
they straight up just had more pairs though. Like the unions were more sought after. Like these are going for 300 pre-sale. Like the other ones are going for 700 off the rip.
But the site though, like the site was able to like hold.
Yeah, it didn't have the same amount of traffic.
Yeah, if the traffic wasn't there,
and it dropped at the same time as the UNC ones. Most people were like, "Oh, well,
right."
UNC one drop is tweaking. Let me go shoot over to social status," and they picked it up.
Right.
Yeah, that was true. That was a good pick, and I appreciate them for doing that. All right, let's Ma, you got. Wait. Ma, he said, I've got more.
Yeah, I got my customs in. My purple lobster Kyrie's.
Oh yeah,
that was a dope.
Yeah,
he killed us.
Who did the work on that? Your one dude.
Andrew TL, yeah.
Yeah,
they did a little something different. Yeah.
Is he local mall or is he somewhere else?
Down in Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got you. So I wore these Friday. These were great, man.
Christopher James said that they canceled a lot of orders. I don't know how they would cancel when.
Maybe bots.
Well, I mean, maybe they over there doing the Matumbo on the bots. That's cool because I'm just glad it didn't. I'm glad they didn't swap mine because I'd have been salty. I'm like, you guys are gonna drop it again, and then because I got it the first day.
Well, at least you got your confirmation. They might have thought I was a bot. Who knows?
Well, you got one.
Damn, son.
I know, right? I got a reputation to maintain.
I'm just joking.
The admin work, they spent all the money on the bot.
Hey, I got your cop. It's gonna be $100 for me to even use it. This guy in this cup.
I know.
I'm sick, man. At least it ain't the one that says trophy wife. I mean, this one at least says talk turkey to me. You got
the chicken soup for the soul cup.
For real.
This shit's like a damn mixing bowl.
You can eat cereal.
Go ahead. I'm gonna sip off camera.
I gotta put in a order for a water.
You done, Maul?
Oh yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. That's
all right. You good?
You're doing pickups, right, Ma?
Yeah.
Nice.
I know what you mean.
I got a few pickups.
Oh shit! My bad.
It's all good. It's all good.
My bad, bro. Damn.
I'm just listening over here. I'm being quiet.
Chime in. Tell us to
get in there, man. Yeah, tell us. Yeah, get in there and say it.
I picked up the Kyrie's.
All right.
As well, I got those.
How did I? Man, those nice.
I actually got them at the off the reservation and picked them up at the sneaker headquarters or whatever.
Man, when you said the reservation, I thought that you went to like a Native American.
No.
I knew that's where you were going too.
Yeah. I got the 6s. Picked those up.
All right.
Then I did get the DAPs as well. At All Star in Charlotte.
They were everywhere, bro.
Do what?
They were everywhere. It was
it was crazy.
Marketing 101. By the time they came out on the app, I was like, I guess I got to get these.
Yeah, same. I had to get them. I'll tell you a funny story, Kev. Kind of the same thing happened to me. I went to the vitamin shop when I got off work today before I went to work out, and I was standing in line to pay for what I was getting, and they started tightening up right there in line. And people are like, I'm not lying. The guy that worked there said, I think we got a fax. Fax coming through. I was like, oh my god.
Like,
I was
dang,
like,
they use a fax machine?
nothing. Yeah, I didn't even want to say anything. I was like embarrassed. You know?
Nah,
He said
I
we
can't
got
wait for that to happen.
He said we got a
Yeah.
fax from corporate. We need to change the dates on these pills.
Exactly. But I got the Watch the Throne 16s last night. I got them on the app, but obviously I don't have them yet. And then I got the turbos, but they're not here yet either. So
I wanted those Watch the
Am I the
Thrones.
only one who didn't get the draw on my phone? That joint never popped up. You know when it popped up? This morning.
Really?
Oh wow!
I logged in.
One of my phones did the same thing. Yeah, but I got the alert this morning, but I was on it last night.
I got the L.
Oh, did you? I'm about to say,
As soon as I checked that on Foot Locker, I'm waiting for actual shipping confirmation on those. So TBD.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not getting them here. It's all good. Only thing we got coming are those UNC ones.
Only thing. Shut up.
I mean, I'm not getting them.
Yeah, it's not your size, but you know whose size it is, right?
Man,
says, I'm sorry, like UNC ones.
Like I hate how they honey dicked us with the it's coming up to the 14, and then they're like, nope, it's a 12.
Sleep.
So
they reset my joint, so now I have to check in all over again.
That's
wait.
crap.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Continue while I look.
Yeah, I think it only goes up to 12 now. So yeah, Foot Locker screwed me. I had a decent amount of money built up in Foot Locker, and they canceled all my stuff. And typically what they'll do is they'll zero you out, but they'll still keep you a platinum. But they even took the platinum away, so I got to spend the $300 to even get platinum. Even if I spend the $300, I'm still going to be behind everybody else that's been buying for the past 11 months or whatever they're doing. So I'm like, my little run might be over. Maybe it's time. I don't know.
It's time.
It ain't never time. Stop.
It is time.
We'll talk about.
You got an app coming too?
I got something coming. Pause.
Don't want to know what that is.
Me either.
Oh Lord.
Oh shit. All right. Well. All right.
Let's talk about what's coming out then, damn it.
Yeah, I'm just like, yo.
I know you like. All right, so I got releases up. Just lock in.
I got you locked.
All right, perfect. So this morning, Foot Locker dropped the Watch the Throne. I don't know why the hell they ain't got no picture and why I gotta look at that Soul Collector ass. But yeah, we know what they look like. They're pretty tough. I'm hoping that they actually do good shit. Damn, son, all these ads. I don't want to go to Lowe's. Social Status 6s come out on the sneakers app. $250. Funny thing about that, I don't have the box with me. I left it in North Carolina, but the box says the MSRP was $200.
What?
Yes,
That's
sir.
Dirty.
So I did take a picture of it because I knew I wasn't gonna bring the box with me because I wasn't gonna check a bag.
Right.
But I looked at that joint like $200. So I'm about to call Bank of America.
Yeah, that's dirty.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, no. We got a couple Air Max 720s coming out. Retail 180. You got a sunset pair, which I don't hate. And we got a sunrise, which actually isn't bad either. So those are two pretty dope colorways. That
red pair is dope. You seen the red pair?
Yeah, I saw the red.
I still got my other pair. I don't know what I want to do with it yet.
These fours are like
small. I don't know. Well, before we get to the fours, we got the Kyrie 5, the bread. It's coming out 130. That is a Black Cement custom waiting to happen.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Kev's excited about the women's fours.
Man.
You like those calves?
Heck no, man. I love fours, but man, these might be the worst fours. I can't think of one worse.
Have you seen those? I'm jumping the gun here. You seen the picture of the all black with the blue on it that's coming out?
Those aren't bad.
The wings, that's what it's wings.
Yeah, the wings program or whatever. Where like you have to get gifted. I don't think you can buy them.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think you can buy them. So
gotcha. Okay. Go ahead. My bad, Molly.
No, it's all good. But the rookies, Nike's doing Rookie Galaxy. That's coming out on the 22nd. And
I want them.
OG Defiant Couture. That's the one with the stripe, right?
Yes, sir. I want those, man.
The
I know.
red
Go ahead.
the red with the red tape.
Yeah, it looks like an abandoned collab. Like it was supposed to be an undefeated collab, and they were like, "Nah."
That's the thing. Somebody was saying that it was supposed to be what was like a ode to a race car driving or something like that.
I thought it was the unbanned, like the like something like that, but
man, whatever it is,
it's a Jordan 1 high, so
yeah,
it's probably
pretty much. And I think who was it? I think it was Cousteau that said that he had a pair on, or he saw him with on, and they looked dope. So I wanted the shoe before everybody was.
You have said you wanted that shoe.
Yeah, I want them. Yeah, people don't like them. I hope that people don't buy them, and I can get a pair.
You'll be all right
and rock them. You know.
And hey,
you should be fine.
Said fuck your feelings.
Man, you asked, you be all right.
Oh man, all right.
And then I guess there's a restock of some these Adidas Yeezy Boost 700 South.
Check over stripes.
Light week, thankfully. Light week after the onslaught that was All-Star Weekend.
Who you telling? Shoot.
Is anybody going after those DBs tomorrow?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yep. Nope.
T. Wilson was just talking about that.
95s.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have enough. I don't have the room. The room in my wallet.
Yeah, I gotta hold off for a little bit.
You better make some room because somebody was saying the Sixers are supposed to drop Thursday.
Oh no!
So,
open your wallet. 95.
Open your hearts. I mean your wallets.
Yeah, all this week or something is supposed to be put on some drop. I have those already, so I think I'm good.
95s?
They don't have much trade value either. So.
Oh, okay.
What the
you can buy them on StockX for a little over retail.
I want the Sixes though.
Yeah, you in the whole fucking world.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be impossible. I mean, I couldn't get the throne. I had the thrones ready to pay for, and then it just went away. Like I got cart jacked, and then it was like, oh, we don't have no more. Like, thanks.
On what site?
For nothing. Foot Locker.
Oh,
bro, I kept checking out, and it just grayed, and then I just so happened to check my email, and I got a confirmation. That's why I'm kind of like,
That's weird.
Okay.
Exactly. So I never got the checkout confirmation on my page on my laptop.
You just need that shipping to come through.
Email,
hey,
so once it ships, I'll do a backflip.
I know one time that happened to me on East Bay, and I never got a bill. And then, so they sent the shoes, and then they actually sent a second pair. So I had 2 pairs of green glows, and I didn't pay for not one of them. And then I think maybe a month or 2 later, I got a bill for them. I was like, yeah, right.
At least they ain't just debit your card.
Good luck with that. I'd have hit him with that. No
charge.
That was I was like, oh, y'all seating me. Pause.
Ain't no seeds coming over there.
No more. Not anymore. We're all done with that.
On a battle.
All right, let's get into the battle. There's not. I mean, I got a little something to play, but like it's not really like
a full drop.
Welcome to Sneaker Solevivor. Oh, okay. Today we got 2 contestants. We got Air JP, as you've already met, and then we also have Bama Drian. And we got 5 rounds that we're gonna go through. And you guys are gonna vote. We're gonna vote. I'm not gonna vote. Ma and Mo are gonna vote, and then the chat will be the tiebreaker. I will go ahead and put on there, when to vote. So don't vote beforehand if you want your vote to count, and please only vote once so I can, tally it up easily, and then we can get it going, and then we'll see what happens. Usually we kick the loser off. We don't see what happens. We might have to kick somebody off. But let's go ahead and get in the
round 1.
Round 1, non-Jordan of the 80s. We're gonna start with Josh.
All right. I picked the Reebok pumps. They came out in '89. There was Dominique Wilkins commercial, obviously, for the pumps. And I basically picked them because I was born in '91. So as far as actually wearing sneakers in the '80s, I definitely was not able to do that. But I kind of was stuck between the pumps and Converse. I can't even.
The weapons.
The weapons. Sorry, yeah. So I was stuck with the weapons or the pumps, and I basically chose the pumps because I felt like they kind of were about to be a big thing. You know, D. Brown wore them in '91 in the dunk contest, kind of set up for what was to come, I guess, other than Jordan Brand, basically. So that's why I chose the pumps.
Yeah, you got the hot rod Mark Price version of the pump.
Yeah.
You got the big man.
Yes.
So let's go, Bama. Let's talk about
What's up?
yours. The shell toe. Tell us about your
Adidas.
shoe. Hey
I
man,
picked them because I just got one thing to say. Run DMC.
there you
I knew
go.
that was coming.
There you go.
Check silver stripes.
That's what I'm going to say.
Hey.
I need you to say more if you want my vote.
You want me to sing the song? Shit.
Hey, watch out. Let me hear. Let me hear you spit some bars. Give me something.
There we go.
Oh man. All right.
Nah,
so
man, just
go ahead.
I'll just mess with you.
I would say just real iconic, man. You know, like everything that followed with that. You know, that was a good time. You know what I'm saying? That was a great time of year. You know. So.
Let's see here. So we're gonna go ahead and do it. Reebok. I'm gonna put box. Okay. Chat. Go ahead and vote. Ma.
I mean, I'm gonna go with the pumps, the Reebok pumps.
All right.
Just
Pumps in the boat.
one of my favorite silhouettes. I hate the shell toes. I bought them from Champs when they had the 2 for $89, and I was in Newark. I parked for like all of 5.5 minutes, and they broke in my car and sold them shit. So I never bought another pair again.
Oh,
man.
you got a bad memory to him.
Yep.
Damn.
So those just don't resonate with me. I hate them for that reason.
All right. I can appreciate that.
I was about to say I can't be mad at that.
Mo, what you got, man?
I'm old. I mean, I'm gonna go with the Adidas. You know,
All right.
just thinking about high school, everything else. I wasn't really a big fan of Adidas, but that was definitely a pair that I, had to get my hands on. So, for that reason, I'm gonna go with the Adidas.
Right. All right. Well, I'm gonna let chat go a little bit longer to get their votes in. I'm not picking, but if I were to pick, I'd actually go with the Reebok because the innovation back then, Reeboks were super dope. I wasn't a big fan of the Adidas. I kind of missed that wave. I went straight into caring about shoes to getting like Nikes and Jordans. Because before that, I was rocking Sprints. I was rocking whatever came from Pickway shoes or Payless shoes, and then Mom's hooked it up, and then it's been Nikes and Jordans since. So I never got into the shell toes, but it looks like the chat has selected the Adidas, so Bama gets round 1
Already.
So let's go.
Round 2.
Just wanting that W.
Round 2. Round 2 is the worst Jordan, and I asked for colorways as well. There might be some worse Jordans than these. But this is what they picked, and we're gonna start with Bama.
I want to see this.
We're gonna start with Bama on this one, and you guys are gonna have a delay. If you guys are watching the show at the same time, you're gonna have a delay. So hopefully you remembered your shoes. If not, just give it a couple seconds, and it'll pop up if you're watching it. But Bama.
Yeah, I picked those Jordan 22s, those Dwayne whatever. Them shits is ugly as fuck. Like every colorway is ugly to me.
Yeah.
I don't like the reflecting, the box that it came in, the weak ass little, what is it, air pump in it or some shit?
Oh yeah, they had the pod.
Oh
The
yeah.
little pod, yeah. Oh, that shit was, oh, that was just dumb.
Yeah, these are the 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're 20.
I picked the 20s. I mean, I went with this colorway, but honestly, I just didn't like the 20s at all. I had the white and red pair, and I just hated that strap like wrapped around your shin, basically. You know, it was like,
it's
super high.
Like Jeremy Scott.
Put them on. And I don't know, I didn't like them. I felt like, too, if you wore them for a long period of time, it would almost like rub your leg raw, you know? It was just not, I don't know, they weren't comfortable to me at all. So I went with the 20s for worst Jordan.
All right. So let's, I'm going to have the chat start voting now. Ma.
Worst colorway?
Worst Jordan.
Model?
Worst. Yes.
Yeah, we go with 20. I like the 20s personally, especially that stealth pair. It's one of my favorite colorways. The Velcro on the 20s it had a limited shelf life, so if you were hooping in them after a while, they would just go. But I don't have any 22s, and the aesthetics are the trash. So. If we're going for the worst, that gets my vote 100%.
All right, one for the 22s. It looks like the 22s.
Yeah.
Mo.
Oof, man. I was like, before you even said which are the worst, in my head, I already had the 20 up, and then I saw that 22, and I said, shit, I'm going to have to change that. I mean, that joint. Air J, I thought you had my vote for sure, but the more I look at this thing, that joint is terrible. I mean, the only thing that's missing on that 20 is a 6-inch heel, and I know Marcus did that to his pair, but I got to go 22, man. Them joints are terrible. They look like bricks.
Man. What, all right, so if you guys had to pick, what shoe would you pick for the worst Jordan?
What shoe would I pick? 1, 2, 3, 4.
We talking Jordans the numbers, or we talking like or
worst
fusions?
Worst shoe, worst Jordan shoe. Just and then chat, go ahead and put yours on there too. There's a lot of them older, the newer models, I guess, that are horrible. I think I even lost focus of them. Like, I don't even know like the numbers. Like, I like the 23s. I like the 21s. What was it, 21?
Yeah, 21 is
suede one. I like the 18s. But yeah, these 22s. Oh. Yeah, I think I could probably get jiggy with one or two pairs.
The 28s with the huge sleeve.
Oh yeah, but you know what, man?
Those take bad.
The black pair with the clear bottom is not bad. It's not a bad looking shoe. Yeah, it's not a bad shoe, man. They're not bad. Some of them. The ones the blue ones the blue ones
say that with a straight face.
The blue ones with the wide knot are nasty. They're not good.
Bruh. Are you kidding me right now? Look at this.
Yeah. Them
horrible.
Vipers.
Molly has changed my mind. 28.
Oh man. All right. Anyways, let's see here. The Dub Zero was the worst. I don't think the Dub Zero was that horrible.
Dubs are popping back then.
Yeah,
man.
I think what happened with the Dub Zeros is the fact that they put so many different Frankenstein Jordans together that it killed the Dub Zeros. Dub Zeros were kind of cool when they first came out.
The Zikes were dope when they first came out.
Right. So I don't know. Mike said the 28s, the 29s, hates the 30s. The 30s, I wasn't a huge fan of the 30s either, but they weren't horrible. They weren't as bad as these 22s. Let's see here. What else? Anybody? I can't get jiggy with this shit. Yeah, a lot of Dub Zeros, though, man. I mean, you think the Dub Zero are the Dub Zeros worse than the Spizikes?
Nah. Oh, worse than the Spizikes? Yeah. I would take Spizikes over the Dubs.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple colors of the Spizikes that I rock, like but the original, the black or the white, and then after that, I'm good. The
black.
Would you
rock with a black?
Would you take a Son of Mars over a Dub Zero?
I'd rather rock the Dubs.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then there, like, I wonder what the worst.
Shit. Now you make me want to pull them all up.
Yeah, some of them Air Force One, Jordan.
Oh yeah, the
Jordan Air
Fusion
Force,
ones.
yeah, I
Oh
mean,
yeah, the Fusion 12, which I got. Oh yeah, that shit is terrible.
oh man,
that's my biggest regret purchase. That shit is stashed way the fuck in the rest of the boxes.
that's the kind. That's a pair of shoes you wear when the first day you get home from prison.
Damn.
You think you said I'm styling on them. I'm gonna style on them. Look, check this out. They ain't even been worn. Them things curled up at the toe like an iron sheet.
Looking like a genie.
Oh man. All right, so Bama man, you took that one too. Man, what is going on?
I'm struggling over here.
I know, man. Well, you might be all right on the next one. You might be all right. I don't know. Like,
hey,
he might have got you on this
Round.
Team Braun came back. Team Braun came back. He might
one.
be all right.
He did.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go through all the rounds. We're not gonna stop it early. We're gonna make sure we get to see everything and we get to see all your efforts. This one here, best NBA jersey of all time. Now I probably would have picked a different one than both of them. But Air JP, tell them about who you picked, what you picked.
I went with the 95 Raptors. That's what I picked, wasn't it? The purple one.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
The purple one. I mean, honestly, I'm not like a Raptors fan or anything, but I just think the purple really stands out. I think that dinosaur on the front is really cool. I just think it's a dope looking jersey, overall. I mean, there's tons of all-star jerseys that I could have picked, things like that if you're going, overall just jersey in general. But for actual team, that's one that just came to my mind. I actually like a lot of the older Portland jerseys, Supersonics, but I just really like that Raptors jersey. I mean, I like Bama's choice as well, just for the overall, I guess historic memory, of the jersey. But if I was going for straight look, that's why I went with the Raptors, I guess.
Right. I got you there. Bama, let's talk about yours.
Yeah, man, I picked the Jordan 4.5, man. Like, I remember that when that happened, I was excited that he came back, and
yep.
I remember like the day, like what I was doing, what I was wearing, what I was eating.
Damn.
And then even like when fucking Hove said it on it, when I come back like Jordan wearing the 4.5 and to play games with you, it's to aim at you. I fucking lost my mind on that part too, But Josh, you picked a dope one too, man. Like I thought about that one and I was like, nah, I gotta go with the 4.5. I gotta do that.
All right, and Chad, go ahead and toss your jerseys out there too. Hey, I'm gonna actually go with the big hurt on this one.
I was just about to say
that Washington Bullets unsled jersey with the blue bottom. Oh, that thing is killer. But I also would go with the powder blue Sacramento Kings, the Kenny the Jet Smith jersey.
The old Hawks jerseys was another thing.
The blue ones that they just had.
Yeah,
those are nice.
The Magic ones.
The Magic were good. There's tons that really could have been picked. I mean,
right.
You're talking like right now, those Miami Heat Vice jerseys. A lot of people are saying those are really good too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, let's go with Mom, man. What you think?
From a nostalgic standpoint, the 4.5 out, but we just talk about like the aesthetics of the jersey. I go with the Raptors, bro.
Yep,
that jersey's sick. The colorway, like everything about that is sick. Vince Carter, like it's just that jersey's money.
All right, so we got one for the Raps. Mo.
Let's make that 2 for the Raps.
All right.
I think like aesthetically pleasing, and I ain't gonna lie, I hated that number 4.5.
Really?
Like, I just don't like it on a jersey. Like, when you start getting crazy with the numbers, like now they talking about 0-0 or 9-9 and this, that, and the third. Certain numbers on a basketball jersey just need to stay at a certain level. I was never a fan of 4.5.
He could have worn any number. I would have bought it.
Right. I honestly, my favorite Jordan jersey outside of an All-Star, my favorite All-Star wouldn't be the blue. Was it the blue one where he wore the aquas, the blue with the star on it? But as far as an actual Bulls jersey, I think you got to go with just the standard 23. I'll go with the red 23, the red 23, or the rookie year with the Chicago and the cursive. That was a dope jersey too. Let's see here. I got let's see here. Bulls, Raptors. It's kind of down the middle, but he's already got 2, so you're still in the game. You're still in the game.
Uh-oh. Team LeBron.
Round 4.
Round 4. Best collab. I'm gonna let Bama start on this one.
Yo, those fucking Eminem Carhartt 4s, bro. Like, dude, like that's a shoe that I want. I'm gonna get it one day.
Man,
I'll let you guys come over and look at it.
I'm gonna send y'all pictures.
I come over there. What size you?
I don't care what size I get.
Shit.
Hey.
I ain't coming to look.
Oh man,
Hey, I don't care what size I get.
The ski mask gonna come on.
oh man, there you go with your Gucci ski mask. You and Floyd Mayweather come over here together.
Oh Lord.
Oh man.
Man, all right. So JP, man.
I went with the UNC 1 off-whites. I mean, this was kind of tough for me. I had lots of different choices, really. I basically kind of based it upon the off-white collab in general. I mean, they've had, I don't know the exact number right off the top of my head, but however many sneakers overall, and they instantly sell out, you know. So the collab overall off-white, I mean, it's pretty crazy in my opinion that they make so many pairs, but everybody wants every single pair. You know, it's not just, I guess, one pair. But for me, I picked the Chicago 1s because I love Jordan 1s, and the Chicago colorways, you know, pretty iconic colorway in general. So I just thought that was a really dope collab that they did.
Right on, right on. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and you guys can vote right now in chat. Ma, which one you got?
This is tough. Damn. I'm gonna go the unpopular vote. I'm gonna go with the off-whites. I'm gonna be the 2018-19 hype beast and go with the Chicago off-whites. The other one, it's a little, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. I was about to switch. I'm gonna stick with the off-whites, the colorway, the whole concept. That was, you know, the 1 out of the 10 that everybody was just raving about. And I guess the recent pain, it still burns. It's pretty strong. So we'll go with that one.
Mo, man, what you got?
This is tough because you already know I'm a shoe racist. So the 4s, I think if it was that
black.
I know, yeah. I think if it was the blue M&M joints, I'd have been on the 4s.
Oh yeah, the Encore joints.
Yeah, I'd have leaned with the 4.
Encore with a K-Heart.
But I gotta roll with the off whites just from again for the perspective. I'm just not a huge fan of dominant black shoes. It's just if I had to pick which one I'd wear more often, it would be the 1s. But if we'd have gone with those blue 4s, yeah, I'd have gone Eminem.
All right, and then the chat is actually split right down the middle. So so yeah, I mean he won with the off whites, and I honestly I like the Eminem Carhartt 4s, but like for that price, like did they really make that much of a difference? Like, I mean, if you got these stupid lasers that came out, and they're just like underwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Like when you wear them, I feel like they're kind of close to that, and people wouldn't even notice that you spent thousands and thousands of dollars on this pair of shoes. Where the off white, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like you know exactly, and I think you can. Yeah, and you can style it with that. I mean, 4s are my favorite, but when you look at the price comparison, I think that I would go with the off-white myself. But like I said, it was split down the middle. You guys both went with the off-whites, so we are tied up going into round 5.
Damn, are you sweating over
You want
there?
to tell the story about this fucking round?
5.
I don't know, man. I think you all right. I think you're all right because he made a mistake. Josh, let's talk about your selection.
Well, I had a tough. This is the best runner, correct?
Best runner. Yep.
Yeah, I had a tough time with this because I mean,
Gosh, man.
honestly, I'm a Nike Jordan guy, but I kind of where I messed up was I was thinking overall running shoe, not necessarily.
Man, you know nobody on this panel care about no damn comfort. Shit.
Damn.
So
Everybody talking about Yeezy comfort. Well, I ain't even got none.
yeah. Well, I was thinking a runner or running shoe because I hate to run. As far as just go out and run. So if I'm going to go run, I'm thinking of comfort, you know. And for me, the Ultra Boost is just really comfortable overall. So that's why I went with that. But, I mean, it's no question.
Gosh, we going to talk about that.
He definitely beat me on this one, guys. So.
Well, you never know. You never know.
Bama, you don't even need no story. Shit, go to the votes. Let's go.
I'm telling you, bro. That's it.
Nah, remember, he's too cool. He definitely mad mellow back there, like that. You know.
Mellow, mad mellow. He's mad mellow.
Mad mellow.
Mad mellow.
You got the Mason Betha, like, yo, I only be saying that to get you mad.
Crazy.
Your brow ain't glistening like it was a second ago. I think when we saw them runners, he's like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good now. Yeah, I saw them shits. Ooh. Nah, but I mean, you're right, man. I'm pretty much on this one, but I want to tell the story about this damn category.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ. I think we changed it like what?
Yeah,
We
that's
changed it like
another
5
thing.
times.
Yeah, I was done choosing. I mean, I was over it.
I stopped looking at my damn phone and fucking Kev hit me up like 2 hours, like, yo, bam, pick your runners. I'm like, oh, my bad. Shit.
What did we end up picking? Was it 4 or 5 times? We had
Yeah,
best
bunch.
foams,
Best foams, best
foams.
and then you guys
Two
like
fitted.
I think one of you guys picked Yeezys on one thing, and then you picked the
Red
Yeezys
October.
on the other. So like I gotta get the Yeezy is done on the show. We have banned
Oh
the
yeah,
Red Octobers from the battle. There's nobody allowed to use that shoe because that is a grenade, and you know
Mike Jenkins.
he's the only one can use it because he has them. You got them too, don't you?
Hell no.
Oh, all right, I thought
Those?
you got some twos. You got Yeezy twos though.
Keep going.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, I didn't see that on the list.
Oh,
Count
there's
it
a
up.
couple that
Count
ain't
it up.
on the list.
Count it up. Count it. Count it up.
I'm holding off on a couple.
So
That's one you need to get rid of
Mm,
before they start
Yeezy.
breaking down.
the Yeezys are 12. The Oregon
Ah, never
threes.
mind.
Oregon threes are 11 though.
I don't know how you wear. I don't know how you wear. You wear a 12
for real.
and a 10.5. It don't make no damn sense.
Remember, go gadget toes, man. Shoot.
Hey man, we ain't going full size run for nothing.
Your feet like Christmas tree parts.
They're retractable. They're retractable.
All right, chat. Go ahead and vote. Checks or stripes. Ma.
Listen, I'm with JP. Like, if I'm running, like, I'm not wearing the Atmos. Are you kidding me? Like, that's a casual pair. So, if we talking about runners, make the fuck out of here. It's the Atmos pair.
Yeah.
Hey, he was like, oh.
It's all right. It's all right.
Mo, man, what you got?
Hey, yo, who man's is this?
Y'all foul. I'm an Atmos. Period. Yeah. Nike.
Oh man. All right, so it
I
looks
don't need to
like
see no more.
it looks like it's checks. No stripe zone.
I actually got a couple stripes in there.
I was gonna say, did you get a couple of those?
Like, there's a couple that actually said stripes.
All right, hey, I mean they're not a bad looking shoe, but you talking about Atmos over Ultra Boost.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's clear when.
Yeah. I mean, listen, if the question is which pair are you running in,
Yeah,
because nobody's running in the Atmos.
no,
Right.
You know, and like I said, honestly, we went through so many different questions. I just was
You were fatigued.
kind of Yeah, I was rushing. I wasn't thinking, you know, and I just said Ultra Boost, you know. So
Hey,
Right.
man. It's all good.
So this is the part where it gets a little sad, where we do the kick off the island. But today is gonna be a little bit different. No, wait, hold on a second. Today's a little different because we don't have Marcus yet, and we are missing Daniel. We're gonna ask you to stay on and participate in the topics, so we can get your input on everything. Just go ahead and jump in, whenever you hear anything. And then also, I want to go ahead and shout out 8-9 Manufacturing Company. Their link is in the description. Make sure you guys go ahead and check them out, and see what they got cooking. I think there's a 30% off still built into the body of the description. And 8-9. So let's go ahead and get into the topics. We're not gonna have a drop this time because I don't know what's going on with that. But first, they already kind of started talking about the All-Star game. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Maul take it away with this one because the only thing I got to see was what y'all saw. So they kind of got a little peek behind the scenes.
So again, I got there on Friday, and the way that they did releases, is for the sneakers pop up. The only chance I had to actually hit the retail store would have been for Sunday, and I would have had to grab a ticket on Saturday morning. So I guess they were doing like the morning prior around 7 a.m. But there was no way in hell I was waking up between 5 and 6 to get over to the Mint to get in line to get a ticket at 7. Like, it just wasn't happening. I was done. So I got my pairs from Social Status, and then they did have a couple sneakers passes. So Josh, I think you mentioned you got the Kyrie's that way.
Yeah.
That was about it. House of Hoops. I did go into the House of Hoops pop up, which was pretty dope. But I didn't buy any sneakers there. They had, at the same time as the draw, they had released the Watch the Thrones there as well. They had bracelets and everything like that. But it was wild. So like, you get in line at House of Hoops, you get your bracelet. You can go in if you want. No bracelet means you can't buy anything.
Oh,
right. So you could just walk around and all that good stuff, but you couldn't buy anything. If you wanted to buy anything, you had to get in line. You had to get a bracelet or whatever. And when you came out the joint, they cut the bracelet off you.
Hold up a second. Did I just see your bracelet still on?
Yeah, that's from Social Status.
Okay, I'm about to say you about to fly back down and get another pop.
Nah, this does nothing for me.
They're gonna keep restocking
purposes. No. Yeah, so it would have been nice to go into it again. Like, I got there Friday, and the only opportunity that I would have had to get a shoe to get into the retail shop was Sunday. So that's kind of weird. I think if they would have incorporated something on the sneakers pass or like on the app, that would have been better to give more people an opportunity. And it was cold. Like, it got, especially Saturday, like there was a huge temperature drop from Friday to Saturday. Yeah, exactly. I was at the J. Cole pop up, and it was so windy. I was halfway through the line. I was like, I'm ready to go. Like, camp life is not for me. Standing in line, that is not for me. But yeah, there were a few things that I thought could have been done differently. All in all, it was a good time. I went to Rising Stars on Friday. Nice. So I saw that game. I was eyeballing tickets for All-Star Saturday night. I didn't jump on anything. I ended up falling asleep. And like I said, sleeping through the entire event. I woke up. I kid you not. I woke up to see Tatum shoot the half-court shot and beat Trae Young. I fell back asleep, missed the whole slam dunk. 3-point contest.
You ain't missed nothing.
Listen, I woke up the 3-point contest. I saw Steph on the last round, so I woke up to see him lose. Great. And then literally, I went back to sleep. And then I realized what time it was. I was like, oh shit, I gotta get ready for the stance party. So that was that. I found a second win, went to the stance party. Glad I did. That was hosted by D Wade and Stance for his closing tour. Everybody was there. Kuzma, Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, Harden, Klay Thompson,
where everybody was. Okay.
Steve Smith, Candace Parker,
damn,
Kyrie's sister Asia Irving. Who am I missing? I know I'm missing people.
PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker.
Klay Thompson.
I said Clay. Devin Booker. There was so many. There was so many people that were just going in and out. Gail King. Everybody was just there, in and out, in and out. It was crazy. It's nuts.
Yeah, you was out there living your best life.
Hey, that was the highlight, I guess, of the trip.
Hey, Josh.
So that was dope.
Oh, my bad. I was gonna say, Josh, man, go ahead and tell us about your experience, man.
Basically, you know, other than I didn't go to any exclusive parties, but I did go to the practice and media day. That was pretty cool. You know, tickets wise, they on release day I got them. They were only like $35 a ticket. So you know, I would encourage some. You know, if anybody ever wants to go, you basically can go and see all the All-Stars, you know, for a pretty decent price, you know, overall. Basically, you know, I'm kind of with Maul on the sneakers. It was crazy, the retail store, the way they did it with the armbands and stuff. The gallery was pretty cool. When I went in, actually, Anthony Davis was on the court, the actual basketball court they had like set up in the gallery. He was,
that was Friday?
Interviewed, and yeah, that was on Friday.
Yeah, we swung around by the retail store, and he came out. So he was literally like in arm's distance. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. But yeah, he was when I was inside. He was on the court. I saw Elena Deladon. That was pretty cool. I saw her. The Epicenter was pretty cool on Friday. I actually had like the tickets to get there at 12. Or to get in at 12. Bradley Beal was there. Pretty neat experience. We actually, did you get exclusive tickets to a French Montana concert like Friday night?
Nah.
Yeah.
Friday was just Rising Stars. Afterwards, we like try to walk through the Epicenter. It was a zoo.
Yeah.
And Saturday the same thing. It was too damn cold to stand in that line.
Well, see, we were going to go to it, me and my wife, and we actually, she wanted to go shopping and go out for basically as a Valentine's, because we didn't really do Valentine's on Valentine's, considering we were going to Charlotte the next morning. So she wanted to do that, and we basically skipped the concert because it was so crazy downtown. It was in like that Budweiser tent. I don't know if you remember that or not, but it was actually in there. So it was pretty small. I figured it was going to be like crazy in there.
I heard that was a good one though. I heard that was a good one.
I'm sure it was. I kind of wish
when I was in line for the Dreamville pop up, they were talking about it.
Yeah, but that was. I'm trying to think if there's anything like, you know, really super crazy. We actually, you know, it's in Chicago next year. We actually booked a hotel last night. Me and my wife did to go to Chicago for next year's. The hotels are pretty decently priced right now. I know it's a year out.
Next year? Chicago?
Yeah, it's in Chicago. So
it's in 3 freezing locations: Chicago, Indianapolis, and then Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cleveland.
Really?
I'm holding out for Cleveland.
I thought it would be cool to try to go to Chicago. I've never been to Chicago before, but I thought it would be cool to go, considering, you know, the Bulls and MJ playing there and stuff.
Right.
So this year we got.
It'd be a good time for them to retro the Chicago ones too.
Exactly. That's what I've been thinking. You know,
Them ain't dropping. I hope they don't.
Yes, he ain't gonna get it. I hope he
don't get it. Oh man, but I mean, that's dope that you guys got to experience, you know, the actual festivities in the All-Star game. For the rest of us that were able to watch, I didn't watch the Rising Stars, but I did watch the 3-point contest as well as the dunk contest. That dunk contest was probably one of the worst I've seen in a while. The one dunk was dope, you know, where he did the Vince Carter over Shaq. That was kind of dope.
But, that's a recycle, man. He's done that before.
Well, you know, I don't pay attention. I mean, just compared to all the other dunks, that one was the only one I was like, oh, okay, all right, you know, that's. But everything else, I mean, how many times can you miss a dunk? And then, like, you don't lose any points. Like, oh, we're gonna give this guy a 9 because he missed 5 dunks in a row and he just didn't extend his arm out. I'm like, dude, that's a miss. Back in the day. You know, you came down the court. Hey, you better dunk that somehow. But
talking about props too.
Yeah,
you jumping over the plane.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
he hit a piece of them too, didn't he?
Yeah, he hit a piece of the plane. I'm like, you can't even jump over the damn fake plane. Shit.
I just wish that they would have actual superstar. Yeah, you got something?
This just popped in my head. I was wanting to ask Maul this. Did you go to the media day in practice?
No, I couldn't get out. Well, I was awake. I couldn't get myself going in time.
And
I thought it was just gonna be 9 to 11, so I wasn't in like a huge rush. But apparently it was a much longer event. It was like 9 to 1.
Yeah, it was very. I actually thought so. They did the media part before they did the practice. I thought it would be the opposite, like they would practice and then have the media after, but they didn't do it. It was like 9:30 to basically 12. They did the media, and then they practiced from like 12 to 1, whatever. But what I was going to tell you is it's in my story on Instagram. James Harden had on these shorts that it looked like he had a sweater dress on. I'm not lying. His jersey, but yeah, his jersey was longer than his shorts. Like it looked like he had a jersey dress on. Everybody was going crazy when he came out with them shorts on. It was hilarious.
I saw he had some John Stockton shorts on and something on Instagram.
Yeah, them Arthur Ashe shorts. Them Jack Tripper Three's Company joints.
So I mean, as far as takeaways, like I would get there on the Thursday. Like Friday was much calmer in and of itself. Like Saturday was a zoo. You couldn't really do much. Like I was downtown pretty much all day Saturday, and it was just jam packed. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't really do anything unless you want to stand in line, which I wasn't down for because it was raining and cold. But I would get there. Yeah, I would get there early, like on the Thursday, be able to hit most of the same things. There's less people. You get a lay of the land, figure out how they're gonna be doing it. Because what's to say next year if you go to Chicago, they're gonna do the same 7 a.m. thing. They might do it differently. Right. But I would definitely like make it a Thursday to Monday type of deal.
You need a vacation away from your vacation.
I would agree.
Yeah,
I would agree with that. We got there obviously on Friday as well. Probably about we drove because I only live like around 3 hours from Charlotte.
Not bad.
So,
that's not bad.
It was actually like really cool to be that close, But I wish we had went on Thursday as well, just to experience a little bit more, because when we got there Friday, after we started doing a little bit of stuff, we were a little bit tired, and it just seemed like the trip was like...
You're a young guy.
I'm about to say, you're talking about tired. You said 91, right?
Well, Saturday was, I don't know what it was, but I guess like the media part was kind of boring. So it was just kind of like the whole thing, I don't know. It
drawn out.
Yeah, it was just like you were burnt out from the whole day, I guess. So
I kept texting KB like, "What's the deal, bro? What's the deal? What we doing? We gonna link up? Yada yada." He's like, "Yeah, we still here. Yeah, we still here." And I'm like, "All right, well, I'm making moves. I'm out."
Oh, you never caught up with them?
I caught up with them Friday after the Rising Stars game.
Okay.
I met with KB at the
the ate together, right?
We didn't actually eat together. We just met up. It's I had a friend that was going to come down for the game or the media and practice, and I actually got him a set of tickets, and he ended up not being able to come. So I sold his tickets to KB.
Oh, okay. Dope.
Okay.
So that's how we met up or whatever, but it was a lot of fun.
Was this your both you guys' first All-Star weekend?
It was for me.
Okay. Maul, have you been to one before?
I went to All-Star Saturday when it was in Brooklyn.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So I got to see Steph win his one and only 3-point contest.
That 3-point contest, man. If he'd have hit that one money ball, I was like,
yo, deep game. I'm in line at the airport and I look over and it's like this 6'2", 6'10" dude. I'm like, the hell? And then I look over to like to the left of him and boom, it's Joe Harris.
Oh wow!
Contest winner, yeah.
Nice.
I was rooting for Joe Harris, old Cavs player, but no, I actually wanted to see the Curry brothers in the finals. I thought that would have been dope.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Would have been nice for Steph to win it in Charlotte, damn it. But listen,
yeah, that's your Dell's over there looking like,
I know they were like, damn,
you're making me look bad, Steph.
Well, I mean, he can come out to Cleveland and win it. I mean, he's a really originally Ohio. So, just saying, he can come out here.
I think the only reason he did it was because it was in Charlotte. I don't know if he's going to do it this subsequent years.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, we need to get some
You
talent in
won
these
one.
things, or just put some college kids out there that can dunk, or put the dunk squad. Didn't they have a show where it was all just
Well,
dunkers?
They were talking about like potential contestants next year, like Zion, Donovan Mitchell, Greek Freak, LeBron James, like trying to get all those guys out there.
They should have.
Yeah.
They
ain't
should have
getting
threw
LeBron out there.
They should have threw Mac McClung in the contest. He's about, he plays for Georgetown. He played high school.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He played high school about 35 minutes from where I live or where I'm from. So he's actually from this area, but
he won't be pro next year.
No. But I'm saying when he said pull some college guys up.
Oh.
Yeah,
I can see that. They
That'd be
needed
dope.
something. They need to switch it up a little bit. I definitely think so. I know they dropped it for what was it, a year or two, and then people complained and they brought it back, and then
Well, Levine brought it back in Brooklyn, and then they had the next joint in Toronto. Those two were back to back dope. Same contest.
yeah,
But it's starting to fade again.
it is. It is.
So you got to just, you got to keep the originality, man. It's tough when you see all the same dunks.
And that's the problem, right? I mean, it's hard to come up with new stuff. Like I'm thinking when it was like J.R. Ryder or Vince and like before we saw between the leg dunking and stuff like that. I mean, we've seen it all now. And what I don't want to see is somebody 7 foot dunking. Like at 7 foot, you should be able to dunk. That's not impressive.
I want to see you dunk on a 12-foot hoop. Bama, man.
Yeah.
Bama, let's get you involved in here, man. We got to hear what did you think of the All-Star game? Did you watch it?
Hell no.
He said me and Mello was just chilling,
Yeah.
not being a part of the festivities.
I mean, when we went out to eat, man, I saw the dunk contest. I wasn't impressed at all. I seen the 3-point. I was just like, I ain't gonna lie. I thought Steph was gonna take it. That was probably the biggest thing that surprised me. And he didn't. But yeah, I wasn't really into it.
Shoot, where you go to eat then? Let me know.
Lolo's, it's like chicken and waffles.
I thought you said chitlins for a second.
That's what I thought he said too. I'm about to say.
I did too.
You said chitlins and
Maybe
collard
I did
greens.
say chitlins.
Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with chitlins. Shit.
And?
I eat the chitlins.
Yeah, right.
I eat hog maw. No, I don't eat hog maw, but I fuck with the chitlins.
I never had them.
You what?
Man, I can't get past that smell. Shit, my parents eat that.
They don't stink if you take the membrane out.
Man, listen, I don't give a damn. I ain't eating that shit.
No, they stink. They stink bad, especially if you in the house when they clean it. My dad used to clean them joints, and I had sleepovers. And they'd be like, "Oh man, what's going on in your house? Your dad skinning bodies upstairs."
I'm about to say that thing with body. You stashing bodies in the wall.
Yeah, oh my God, it does. It's appalling. It's offensive. But
Hot sauce and mustard, though.
hey man, I'd eat just salt. Just put salt on them and cook them right, and make sure they clean. I'm good to go.
Yep.
But anybody else? Anything else on the All-Star? We're gonna move on to the next one. All right, we'll move on to the next one. Topic number 2. What do you do as a sneakerhead? Once you're done with, you're done with YouTube, you're done with Instagram. I'm gonna actually let Maul kind of run the ball with this one, and we kind of want to, bring in the talk about Daniel as well for this segment.
I mean, life after social media.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it just depends on the individual, and like what kind of contacts were you able to make, what relationships were you able to build and cultivate, and whether or not that can amount to an opportunity where you do something with the brand, right? As opposed to just kind of being quote unquote an influencer or getting seated pairs or whatever you use your social media presence for, actually using that to create real opportunities.
And I mean, like, most of us aren't going to be able to convert what, say, like, we've been doing this show maybe 2 years or whatever. And, maybe we won't be able to convert that into any, like, real opportunities. And there's a lot of things that take you out. There's a lot of things that get you out of social media. And, I mean, it could be anywhere from spending a lot of money and things change financially, You know, there could be a level of stress. You know, there's a lot of things in your life that kind of
Maybe you become a reseller.
right.
You let go all your pairs, and then maybe you open up a consignment shop, or you develop an app, or you know, you go into clothing. I mean, it all depends on the individual, really, and you know, their takeaway from it. If you had a negative experience, then maybe you don't want anything to do with it. You just kind of, you know, leave it as is. If you still want to be involved just in a different capacity, then I think you'll still have quote unquote social media, you know, there as a crutch or a leverage or a tool or a resource. But that may not be your focal point. It may not be about, you know, taking pictures and showcasing your collection. It may be about, you know, whatever business opportunity that may arise, or like Bama, he's got his shop. He's going to be dedicating a lot of time and energy into that. You know what I mean? So his social media is going to be more about raising awareness for his, for, you know, for that venture. Mo, his social media is going to be dedicated toward the app. You know, it's going to be less about on foot, at least on his. It's going to be more about, well, what can I do to get, you know, my app in front of more people?
Right. So let me ask you guys this. Is there anything, or do you guys see any, I guess, endpoint down the road that you guys would get off of social media as far as, you know, being involved with sneakers in the community or anything like that?
That's tough to say, man. You know, it's tough. I don't know if it's tough to say, right? Because I can sit here and say that, you know, for me, you know, the whole purpose of me starting up my page, of course, was the app, right? You know, and of course now I'm going more back to that focus to push that. But, you know, through that, you know, I made a lot of relationships with, you know, several people, some who do have my phone number, some who don't. So, I mean, you know, a lot of times I find myself communicating with different individuals or them communicating with me through IG. You know, I don't necessarily give my phone number up to everybody because, I mean, I'm just tough to get. I got so much going on, you know, in the personal life. So, you know, if I sat here and said, hey, I'm walking away from Instagram as a whole, in a sense, unless I gave my number out to multiple people, I'm sitting here saying, all right, well, I'm done with this relationship. But for me, you know, I have a product, right? I have my app, and that's never going to go away. You know, if it gets to where I want to get to, it's going to continue to grow and things like that. And so in order to progress and get that growth, you know, social media is always going to have to be a part of what I'm doing. So for me, I don't necessarily see myself walking away from that from a business perspective and from a personal perspective as well.
I feel that. What about you, Bama? Let's hear from you, man. Would you ever?
I agree with him. Like, I agree with everything he said. I mean, from a personal and a business perspective, like, you need that social connection. And these days, it's so easy just to open your phone or click a button and just, you know, network with new people and you know, get your name out there, your business, or just promote whatever you need. So I don't see myself really ever walking away from it. All right. There's a BS on it that I don't agree with, but you know, that comes with the territory.
Everything got some BS.
What about you, Josh?
I feel like kind of just building on what everybody said. Like, when I started my page, I was trying to basically promote my YouTube channel. But as time went along, I actually had more fun taking pictures of on-foot, you know, sneakers instead of really, I guess, promoting my YouTube channel. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I feel like quitting wise, or if I was to quit, I try to keep the social media part like separate from the sneaker part. I know, like, let me explain that first. What I'm saying is like the social media part, if it became so stressful that I couldn't really handle it as far as just interacting, or, you know, maybe just hate on the page or whatever, I could see me dropping the social media but still wanting to collect and buy sneakers, you know. So I just feel like that it's kind of, if you keep it separately, I know that might sound kind of weird or crazy, but if you kind of use the social media for, you know, interaction, not so much to like say, hey, I'm showing off what I got, but you're actually posting something that you are happy with posting, and you want people to see because you're passionate about that picture or the, like Mo, he's passionate about his app,
Right.
Whatever it is that you're passionate about, I think that's what you should more use it for. But, the thing that gets me the most is the hate comments, the whatever. I mean, there's so many sneaker pages out there. Everybody has their own way of showing what they're passionate about, or, if you think of it as like an art, showing their art basically, so I just feel like that if you look at it more from a standpoint of everybody showing their own thing, that, you don't need to hate on anybody's page basically, is what I'm trying to get at, I guess.
Right. I feel that. I mean, for me, like I got into it, basically I got into Instagram so I could see what I had without having to go and look in all the boxes. And then it kind of blossomed into, taking part in, in a culture, a community or whatever. And like, I loved it. And then everything was, pretty cool. And you had your little beefs. I mean, I think maybe a couple years ago, we all had like sneaker groups. And we were like this Heat on Feet gang. And then there's Soul Firm. There's, all these different groups. And sometimes things would get crazy going back and forth. But it wasn't really that, that wild, I guess. And then, now as you kind of get deeper into it, it's hard sometimes to separate who maybe you are like inside to make yourself not seem like you're not professional. And I think that at that point, you kind of have to extract yourself. Like, I'm going to pull back on my interactions. Like, I'm still going to chop it up with folks and things like that. But I think I'm going to take the access a little bit away from things, because I think that sometimes people take your kindness for weakness. And, and I'm not saying like I need to be appreciated or anything like that. But what I'm saying is that I think that I treat people a certain way, and I'm going to respect you until you disrespect me. And then once the disrespect is there, then I'm done. And I think that there's certain people in the space that, they don't deserve your energy if you're bringing positivity. So I don't think that I'd ever get out. But I definitely limit who I talk to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that, I mean, I'm glad to be to know all you guys, everybody that comes and watches the show and shares their positive experience. And even if you don't like the show, there's things that you have problems with the show, and then you say, hey, you guys should probably try this. I'm totally cool with that. And I like that.
If it's said respectfully.
Exactly. If it's disrespect, then I mean, as a man, you take that a certain way and you deal with it. But I think that, I mean, I don't want to get too deep into to the Daniel deal. He's our brother, and if he ever decides to come back, he always has a seat. But some of the things that kind of pushed him out, and I think that it could have been prevented outside of the health reasons, and I feel bad about that. Like, and that bothers me a little bit. Not for myself. Like, I deal with stuff myself, but when I see somebody who gets so passionate, so excited about sneakers and being around the community and interacting, and sure, maybe there are some things done that he would have wanted to change, but at the end of the day, I think that there were I think it could have been dealt with differently, and hopefully, maybe down the road things get patched up, and he's able to come back, and everybody can be friends. I'm not saying us, because we're still friends. There's no bad blood or anything like that, but you know what it is. But
everybody needs a break.
Right.
Yeah,
I need a break.
Yeah, I mean, I stepped away for 2 weeks. I mean, you got stuff going on, you can't keep up. You can't handle life and social media at the same time. Granted, you can, but the way I look at it is, every minute I'm spending on social media is a minute I'm taking away from addressing what's important. Granted, I can do both, but I just can't do that. So yeah, I mean, everybody needs a break every now and then. So IG ain't going nowhere.
All right, I feel that, and I'm just trying to read some of the comments here. Let's see here. If I delete my page tomorrow, I still talk to all the people I made a real relationship with, and that's word. And I agree with that. I mean, I still,
Right.
you know, the people that I talk to, like, even if I stop really, like, you know, posting or whatever, I would still, you know, check in on folks and still want to have that interaction. I still like my groups that we're a part of, and we joke back and forth, and, you know, I love that part. You know, there's another part of it that I think that sometimes that's the cost of admission. You know what I'm saying? You have to deal with the bad as well as the good. So, you know, let's see here. Somehow social media made me less social in real life. That's why I took a step back, and that's real too.
Yep.
I think
Sure
I think that, you know, I found myself like looking at my phone, and then I look over, and my wife has said a sentence already, and I'm already in the weeds. Like, she's gonna look at me and totally call me out that I wasn't paying attention, and then, you know. So I you know, there's been times where I just have to put the phone down and
put it in the drawer, walk away.
Right. I got to take part in my reality. So that's
my wife.
Go ahead.
My wife, she does fashion blogging, so there's times that we'll basically both be on our phones, you know, and it's kind of like we're both interacting or whatever, and it'll be to the point where, like, man, what are we doing? You know, we need to, like, go do something, spend time with each other,
right?
Instead of worrying about Instagram tonight, you know. So we'll have to put the phone down.
I mean, when you
put the phone down for a few hours.
When you guys are doing that, you guys just had to do it at the same time. This is one thing when somebody gets done before the other one, and then you're looking at the other one like.
Exactly.
I swear,
and
like,
it happens all the time.
My wife, she be on Instagram or Facebook going through, and then I pull out my phone and I look, and then all of a sudden I look and she's looking at me like, "Hey, I just pulled my phone out. Come on, man."
I've been there. She'll be sitting there for like an hour, and I'm like, you know what? She's sitting on the phone. Let me just go check something real quick.
Yep.
And it's like, are you just gonna sit on your phone all night? And I'm on for 2 minutes. It's like you ain't been sitting on your phone for an hour. But I don't go there. I just go like, you know what? Let me put this away.
Right. How do y'all feel about like dinner? You know, I'm real big on, like, I have my kids. Like, I tell them to put the iPads down, the phones, all that, and I do it myself. Not all the fucking time, but I like to, when we eat dinner, to no phones. You know.
I need to do that.
I'm with that though. I'm with that. I grew up like that, where we sat at the table.
Hey, I grew up like, my parents got divorced when I was in the 4th grade, and I didn't really get along with my stepdad. So, like, I would eat and then hurry up and run off to my room. And we just got custody of my 2 older kids this year, and, you know, we all eat at the same time, but they're on their devices. I mean, they're 16 and 14, and that's probably something I need to do, you know, a better job with, because, I mean, it's only going to be a couple more years when, you know, Kevin Jr.'s in the house, and then he's out, you know, into reality. And then, you know, my daughter, I mean, she's got about 4 more years here, and then the baby, I like to have her have relationships or have memories of, you know, her older brother and sister, and not just them walking around with the headset. I mean, my brother was 10 years older than me, and I just remember him walking right by us, walking to his room, and then you wouldn't see him anymore. And you know, like, I want to do, you know, a better job on that. So, you know, it's about peeling back some of the social stuff, and you know, just kind of, you know, paying a little bit more attention to, you know, what's going on in reality.
I feel you on that.
So let's anybody else want to talk about life after Shoelebrity?
Shoelebrity.
Let's get into the retroing DBs. I know you guys have seen the 6s pop out, and then also, what was it, the 95s are also gonna drop again, and then
tomorrow.
The other retro DBs at retro were the 3s. How do you guys feel about the DBs? Like, should they retro them the same way? Should they change something? Should somebody have the authority to make the changes, like the kid or the parents of the kid? What do you guys think?
I think they should just leave it alone.
Yeah,
leave them alone. Yeah,
I think they should leave it alone. You know, it's one of those, like, you know, I mean, you're giving this kid the opportunity to create this shoe and put it out there, and it's just like, I don't understand. What is the point of re-retroing the shoe, right? Just like the 3s, what was it, 2010 and 2013? Was there some significant reason why that particular silhouette was redone? And then I'm not getting why they're doing the 6s. And again, I'm reading it's only 6K pairs. So why are you re-releasing this shoe and it's only 6K pairs? Like, let the kid create the shoe and leave it at that. Now, if they want to come in and completely redo something with that shoe and it looks totally different, like I don't know if you guys saw, so Suicidal posted a picture where he had the DB6 and then he had a custom done, but the custom was all red. If they do something like that and put it out, that's, you know, you're doing something totally different. But I mean, don't take this kid's shoe that did it and redo it, put it out there again. I don't even understand what the point is. Not to mention it's going to kill resale on what the pair I got. Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where you're coming from the most. But no, listen, I'm looking at it from the kid's perspective. So the DB 95s that are dropping, that was what, Jacob Hart.
Mm-hmm.
So I follow him on Instagram, and you know, he had reposted it, and he said he woke up feeling a little under the weather today, but then he saw this, suddenly I'm feeling much better. So if you're going to go from that angle, and you know, the kid, you know, it's excited, his product is out there again.
That's true.
And it was good once, and guess what? You know, they're gonna do it again. So you got the Jacob Burris, you know, DB95 dropping again on Tuesday the 19th. Boom.
I can see that. If you're the kid, it's kind of like, oh wow, I'm honored to actually get this retro of my shoe.
And if the money's still going to charity, then I think, you know, that's great.
Right. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I like him coming back out. I mean, I know that it's supposed to be, you know, sacred, but I think that the money going to the hospital is more important than that.
Right.
You know, if that's the true draw of buying the shoe. I mean, first, you do want to like the shoe, but
how would you feel if Nike, as they do like on their eBay accounts when they do the charity, if they had similar like Ticketmaster, how they have their secondary market? What if Nike, you know, just set a bin on it, same as StockX, like a resale price, and then X% went to charity?
Oh,
I think that would help me legitimize it.
Right? Don't you think you feel better than that rather than paying some reseller?
Yeah, that would definitely.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
So the DB6 will retail for what, $190, and then what's the going rate right now on StockX on a DB6? Mo, what's your sell price?
Crazy. When I looked at one point, mine were going for $1,400. I almost sold them for $1,200.
What are yours still DS?
No, I've worn them maybe 2-3 times.
Are they brown on the bottom?
Nope.
Right. So a lot of them here.
A lot of them are changing color. Like
yeah.
Last sale on StockX was $860. Highest bid is $780, and then the bin price is $825. Right.
Okay.
So, you know, Nike say they threw it up there for $700. Like, you can't buy it at retail, or there is no retail. There's just that bin price. How do you feel like about, you know, buying directly from the retailer?
I'd rather buy it from the retailers. Oops,
right.
It's legitimate.
With that caveat, like you said, knowing a portion of that is going towards charity.
Right.
And then you can't, but like now with Trump, you can't write that off. You can't itemize that, can you? Unless you have a certain.
You
amount.
can. No, you can still itemize, but the standard deduction is much higher now. So people are finding that when they itemize, it's not better than the standard deduction.
Okay. That's our tax guy right there.
Hey, I am not a tax advisor. Please consult your tax advisor. Thank you very much.
He said you only got to pay him every other year, and then wish.
I haven't even done my own taxes this year.
Man, what do you guys think if they asked the kid whether they wanted them to re-release them or not, and then basically whether they wanted to change anything on the shoe if they did want it to re-release?
I think that'd be dope.
You know, actually go back to the designer, you know, and say, hey, you know, do you want us to re-release your shoe back to the public? Do you think that would be cool, or would you rather just keep it, you know, locked away where it's just your shoe originally and that's the only pairs that were ever released? You know,
right. I'm just trying to understand what the significance is, right? That would kind of help me kind of better understand why the 6, right? Why did they do the 3? You know, that's all I'm trying to get at. But I can see that talking to the kid, you know, like, hey, Do you want us to re-release it again? Cool. If not, we'll find another kid who.
Because
cool
like Maul said, is it Jacob Hart? Is that correct?
Jacob Burris. Jacob Burris.
Okay.
Right.
So he was excited when he saw that his was going to be released, or re-released. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like if if it brings excitement to them, maybe that's something they should do, but if not, maybe I guess they shouldn't if they don't want it to be, I guess.
Yeah, I think it would be dope if they were able, even if they were able to change something. I mean, say you did like a flip, like where you made it a red one that with the same materials and everything like that, and insignias. I think that would be awesome. But I guess you have to get in the Nike's head to figure out, what their motives are for even putting out this 6K pair. I haven't seen any reasons for them actually doing that.
No.
But I know they're going to be impossible. Well, for me anyway. I'll try and then.
Yeah, Matson, mentioned it. I mean, if you ask the kid if he wants the shoe to come out again, the answer is going to be yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And if you ask him if he wants him to change anything, he might want to tweak a thing or two. Like, I don't think that's an issue. And I think that's why when they go to retro this shoe, it's just like, all right, if you want to do it, we're going to do it.
Right.
I don't know what the rationale behind the brand is in terms of why they wanted to do it, or if they have material left over, to make, or whatever the case may be. But
they lost these 6,000 pairs. Clearly, that wasn't the case with Brown, but no. That's all. I don't know. What's the rationale?
6,000 pairs is nothing. It's not enough to drive the market down.
No. You know what? I hope they do. I hope they don't do the draw. I really hope that they do a surprise drop, because if they do the draw, it's a wrap. Those bots are gonna eat it up.
Yeah. Bots eat it up regardless because they have page monitors, so they see when it updates.
That's true, but
it gives it a little bit of a shot, but even so, like the bots still have the advantage. Page monitor goes up. That's why the pictures leak as soon as they hit the server. Once they hit the server, they pull the pictures off. That's why the official Nike pictures always leak in weeks and weeks ahead of time. As soon as the pictures hit the server, boom, they're thrown out there.
So what I'm trying to figure out is, so for example, like those the Travis Scotts, right? Because like you said, you got people who were tapped into Nike's back end server. So I knew at 10 o'clock before, they dropped at 11, the Travises were going to drop, because once they hit that server, they know it's coming. I don't know how it works with those surprise drops where it's just like the UNC
drop.
Well, yeah, that's true. So that's true.
No,
so
yeah,
so I mean, that's the thing.
I'm shocked I didn't get a text, but I guess we'll drop that one right there, huh?
Did I say I knew at 10 o'clock? I meant
yes, you did.
I meant 10 minutes before.
And the best part was, that's like I was like, all right, I'm gonna leave my phone alone. You know what I'm saying? I don't even look at my phone. I was just chilling and laying on the couch. I was playing Uno and shit, like, And then boom, I saw it at like 12 o'clock, 12:30 or something like that. In the middle, I'm like, what the hell? They came out. I was like, can't even be mad. But,
man.
Yeah. I didn't see it till well after the fact, so I was just like, meh.
Yeah. I heard 250 pairs, and then what I kept seeing is they kept reloading them on his site, but then the bots kept eating it up the minute it kept restocking on the site. So somebody was showing me the thing that's showing like, yep, they keep reloading it, but bots keep taking it. So they're taking it so fast, it's not even popping up on our end that they're showing up. So
they're dropping what?
How fast do they sell out? Because I got the notification and I hit it as soon as I saw that. Fuck, yeah, I couldn't even.
Seconds, yeah.
Yeah, they're on it.
Yeah. They were waiting for that one.
They're dropping 80,000 of those, right?
No, I didn't see 80. I
thought it was 80,000 in April.
I saw 48, but I could be wrong.
Oh, wow.
Either way, 80, 48, those numbers are still low.
Yeah, they're low for the shoe.
Yeah. Get your money ready.
Hey, man, I'm broke. And I'll be broke. So let's get into the hashtag hero.
Let go.
And I know that there is a drop for this, which you will not be hearing, unfortunately.
The drop got dropped.
Oh man. This is the hashtag hero, sponsored by the Container Store. And also, what's that you down there? Unbox app. What is he doing? I don't know.
Not a damn thing.
Shout out to Miss DMV Soul and Bama Dream, man. Appreciate y'all the super chatters last week. So we are gonna go ahead and we got a light one. We got only 3 of us on here. So I will go first. Mine, I don't know how to say.
I messed up.
Oh, you cool. I got is it Benny 801? This dope shot of the Jordan 1 Rookie of the Years. I think that this shot is super sick. So that was my hashtag hero.
That dude be killing his picks, man. Yeah, I be hitting him on the side like, dude.
Yeah, this stuff, this shots are amazing.
Yeah.
Somebody is unplugged because it's echoing.
Sorry, guys.
No, you cool. Ma, you all right. You cool. Ma.
Yeah, so I went with Fresh Prince 23. The Jordan 1 clay. I guess we won Jordan 1, so is that the theme this week?
I think so.
Yeah, but just a clean, dope shot.
That's a dope shot. Hey, do you guys have the show on?
On the YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so then you guys can vote. You guys will be able to pick the winner. And then this is Marcus's choice. He picked Retro Boomin' 6 with this dope shot of the Watch the Throne.
Man, I already know what shot. Hell no. Between who picked it and who he picked, that ain't getting my damn vote.
Yeah, the glow shot. So I'm gonna let you 3 pick the winner. It's either Benny with the Rookie of the Year, Fresh Prince with the clay green, or Retro with the Watch the Throne. Let's start with Bama. Kind of cycling through.
Man, that Retro Boomin', that one's kind of dope, man. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay,
but
you realize
I'm gonna have to go with what's up boy's name? The first one?
Damn. Benny.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that one.
All right, we got 1 for Benny.
Benny Boom.
Josh, man, I'll let you go next.
I'm stuck between Benny and Retro Boomin' right now. I'm gonna go with Retro. Just throw a vote in.
All right.
Make it interesting.
All right. And then Mo.
Fuck interesting. I'm gonna just tell you I'm voting for shit. It pains me to say this because it's fucking Marcus's pick, but I'm a sucker for the glow shots, and I think he said that was his first one. I have yet to take a glow shot in the 2 years I've been taking pictures. So I mean, for him to, be new on the scene and take, a nice pick like that, I gotta give Retro my vote.
All right, so that makes Retro Boomin' 6 the hashtag hero this week, and he is going to be the first one of the next flight.
Next round.
Yeah, the next round. We do have the championship for last month popping up next week. I want to give them time so they can either, if they wanted to take a new picture, if they want to recycle an old one. The new category is basketball, so we will see that and hopefully have everybody on next Monday for that one. So hopefully y'all have your internet connections up and you don't live by Skip Goes Hard, who has the worst internet
ever.
And we'll get that cracking. But yeah, I'll go ahead and go to this channel because we don't need to have an outro because you can't even hear it.
It don't work.
But yeah, let's go ahead and shut it down. Any closing words for? Let's let Josh go.
I just want to thank you guys for having me on. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. And so I just appreciate you guys having me on.
Oh man, we appreciate you coming on, man, and spending the whole
show
2 hours. Actually 2 hours plus because you were in there before. But yeah, man.
For me.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on and participating, man. Hopefully we can get you on there again. And if you got
one.
hey man, you gotta redeem yourself. And then if anybody else wants to be on the battle, we're gonna do it, at least once a week on the show. If we get enough people, maybe we kind of bring it in an extra night during the week, and then we just do battles. Maybe we do 2 different battles and then the winners of those two will play on the show and do something like that. Maybe we can get some type of prize. We'll talk to some people, try to see if we can do some things. But if you guys want to, just DM us if you want to be in on it, and then hopefully your internet connection is straight too. Otherwise, we have to bounce you. Well, Bama, man, you got anything you want to say?
Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys having me on, man. Like I'm a big fan. I follow the show every week, and it's my first time doing some shit like this. So I was nervous as fuck today.
Oh man,
Christ, I was nervous. I was thinking about going and getting some fucking makeup on my face or something, you know, ready for TV and shit. So,
no, you good? You good, bro?
Wow. We don't need RuPaul on here.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's dirty.
Nah, but I appreciate you guys having me. This is fun. My kids are like, I'm excited as hell. My kids are like 10 times more excited than I am. My daughter actually started voting on there. I'm gonna get on her ass.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. That's cool. I think my kids. One of them's probably watching MTV, and the other one's playing Xbox.
Fortnite.
Yeah, you know, he been playing some anime game, and then he plays FIFA. So, man. But Mo.
Oh man,
long lost brother.
Yeah, thanks for having me back on the show tonight. You know, I missed you guys. I missed the chat. It's always a good time. Appreciate y'all, digging me out the crates for an episode. So, shout out to the chat. Without you guys, there would be no me. So I want to thank all you guys just for all the support you've given. Check out my page. Unfortunately, like I said, I got to get rid of some kicks so I can build this app up. So, just spread the word. Shoot me some DMs. The Christopher James, I'm gonna check your DM. Mark's kicks, I'm gonna check yours too. But just spread the word, man. I'm doing this app for you guys. I'm about to get rid of a bunch of shit just so I can make an app for you guys. So, but I appreciate all the support that I'm getting from all you guys out there. So.
All right.
Download the app too. The shit might scan condoms and bras, but I'm working on that.
I'm gonna try it.
Long stick style.
I'm just keeping it real. If it scans a condom or a bra, just keep scanning. It'll pick up some shit.
You got 20 kids. That ain't yours. Oh man. Mo, man, or no, Mo, you want to go ahead?
Damn, son, how many times you call me Mo?
Hey, man. Hey, I got the sweater on. It's too hot down here, and I don't want to take it off.
Nah, man. Listen, Josh, Bama, appreciate you guys coming through and chilling and kicking it with us for real. Enjoyed it. It was a great time. Chat, appreciate you guys. As always, thumbs up if you can. Do it. Don't forget to comment so you can participate in the other giveaway that's sponsored through CJP.
Yep, City Jeans Premium.
The City Jeans Premium. That'll be coming back around as well. Just comment on the most recent videos, and you're eligible for that giveaway. I'm gonna keep it light, keep it short and sweet. We'll see you next week. Kev, take it away.
All right. First of all, I want to say thank you to our sponsors, 8-9. Container Store and City Jeans Premium. Please make sure to go ahead and follow them on Instagram. Make sure that, as Maul said, that you guys are commenting so you can be entered in. We will do we'll do both next week, man. It's gonna be tight, but we'll make it happen. Pause. But definitely appreciate Josh and Adrian coming through and blessing us with your presence. Mo, man, it's too long, man. We're gonna have to have you come in, come in the fold, man. Come on, man.
Pause. I ain't coming to nothing. I got.
Oh yeah. Pass.
I
pass on all that. Pass, pause. I don't want it. But shout out to the usual suspects. Definitely appreciate you guys. First of all, I want to say shout out to the City Jeans Premium Ambassador team. Talk to you guys every day. I just definitely want to send y'all a shout out. But I'm gonna go through on this list. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out Chad Powell, E Nice Kicks, 313 Retro Queen, J Soul, Air JP, KB Fresh Kicks, D Reynolds 79, Dominican Coqui, Carell Lewis, Ario76 Ben, Mr. Unbox App, Sha Fitness, Shalako, Hella Laced, Bam Adrian, Retro Boomin' 6, Adams Kicks, Matza, Need More Nick. That sounds funny.
At least you're the one who said it.
Higher Lexing, LXNG. Shout out to you, bro. And then also, I think that's Mr. Kicks Connoisseur, Jay Edwardson. I think that's all I have on this one. Shout out, special happy birthday to Jumpman Bostic, Mike Skinner, Mel DeFirst, and KO the True.
Drake, don't forget Drake.
Oh, Dre Day Kicks. Hey, make sure y'all go ahead and give him a little hell.
That's my dude.
We appreciate y'all. See y'all next week.